Hi, my name is Christina Bannister, and I am the Stormwater Inspector through Public Works for the City of Hendersonville. Today we'll be going to some construction sites to do some inspections with me to kind of show you a day in the life as an inspector. I want to be able to show you the importance of stormwater and keeping our water clean for our family and our citizens and our community here in the City of Hendersonville. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the MS4. That is our drainage system that leads to the waterways, Old Hickory Lake. And so all of our sites eventually go through channels, wet weather conveyances, pipes underneath the ground that leads to our waterways. And what we don't want, again, just to reiterate, construction or any kind of illicit discharges going to our waterways. We don't want our kids and our families swimming and septic, construction debris, trash, or mud. Also, when mud goes into our waterways, it causes issues with the depth of our waterways as well. You might have to cause dredging or trenching, any of that, to clean all of that out, which we have a lot of people in the City of Hendersonville that live near the waterways. So we're going to go to a road that has about 4 construction sites on it. Just up and down the road, it is an industrial area. I have to go there and do my monthly inspections. We'll go out there to see how their erosion protection and sediment controls are, and just overall how the street looks. All right, so we're at a construction site here in the City of Hendersonville, and what we're looking at is a sediment basin. And right now it hasn't rained recently, so there's no water in it, and they're supposed to release it slowly anyway within 72 hours. But if you look there, you've got a forebay area, and that's where all that rock is piled up, and that helps filter that water and get all the dirt out of it, or try to get it to drop out of it. And then you've got baffles that gets the larger chunks of dirt out of the water. And then you've got this big silver thing over here at the side, if you can see it. It's a dewatering system with what they call a skimmer on it. You can see the white plastic, and that's the actual dewatering device. That's what allows the water to leave this site when it's raining under so many hours. So all the water will end up at the large civil structure, and it will sit and get to that skimmer and then leave the site eventually. And what that skimmer allows, it floats on top of the water, and it gets the clean water that's on top, where all the sediment and large particles go to the bottom of the pond. So the clean water will leave on the other side of that berm, that grass berm. There is a structure there, a RCP pipe or a concrete pipe that water goes through, and it goes to our nearby waterways, which eventually gets to Old Hickory Lake. I think a lot of people love living by the lake, the city by the lake. They love that, but they don't understand how largely our stormwater can be impacted and how that impacts our drinking water as a city, how it impacts their children, their grandkids. Even if they can go out in the lake, if the water is high enough and there's not muck and dirt or construction debris or trash in our lake, we don't want any of that stuff. I mean, could you imagine walking through your lake barefooted and hit a nail or a piece of glass, or while you're swimming you're thinking about the septic that might be in there? If you think about any of that, that stuff is very important, it's vital to our city. One of the things that I take a lot of pride in is that I can tell my children every night that in my job that I'm doing the best thing I know to do for our environment. And that's keeping our waterways clean for our community. And I take pride in that with my kids and telling them that.